right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now, when he first started dating her, and it was sort of in those beginning stages, were you still in contact with him at that time?
We were still really good, like really close then. Because I was going through some stuff, and that he was out one night. I don't think it was with her, but he was out one night, and I called him, and I was kind of crying. And I mean, he was like, "I'm on the way," and he just dropped everything and came and spent time with me. So, I mean, he was seeing her then, and we were still really close. It was right near when they were getting ready to get married that things started to get where, we were all deleted there for a while. And phone where he called us all and texted, and he's got to delete us, and it's just for a little bit because she's pissed about something, and but don't worry. And so, I mean, then that's when it started getting close to time for them to get married.
Well, and this sort of ties everything up nice for me in a nice little package, because I have been told by Chris's family that she effectively alienated and isolated him from them as well. So what you're saying sort of corroborates that for me, that she would get angry and have a temper tantrum over something, and then demand that he cease all contact with, people that existed in his life prior to her. And I, just based on what you're saying alone, to me, this resonates with the things that the family told me, that she sort of isolated and alienated. But he went along with it, right? Why do you think he did that?
I really don't know. All I can say is I guess love really is blind. I mean, I have some friends that are in those kinds of relationships now. They're going, I mean, you gave up everything, your whole identity for this person. Why? But I mean, he really was in love with her, But I mean, she got mad one time because they went out with some friends of his and the girl hugged him. Well, she was married to his friend, and she got mad, so he couldn't talk to that guy for a while because his wife hugged Chris. And I'm like, dude, it's like, I'm not a jealous person at all.
Right.
I don't get it, but I mean, I'm just sitting there going, wow,
Well, it smacks of insecurity. It smacks of insecurity on Shanann's part. This tells me a lot about her. She was insecure. Yeah. She was jealous. She, maybe some low self-esteem at work there. I think a woman who is confident in herself and has high self-esteem certainly doesn't behave that way. So, this tells me a lot about her and a lot about him. So did you kind of get the feeling that he sort of, was, kowtowed to this behavior of hers to just sort of keep the peace?
Yeah. It was kind of like, and it was always, well, she's having a bad day, or, she's going through some things, she really didn't mean the things that she had said to some of our friends that were just ugly stuff when she would get invited over to their house. I mean, it was just pretty nasty stuff about their house was too small, or their cars were old, or, we don't have china to eat off of. And I'm like, the one girl about wanted to rip her hair out. But I mean, it's like, she's just having a bad day, she didn't mean it. And I mean, so at first we're all like, okay, maybe she was having a bad day, but then after about 20, 30 incidents of it, like, that's not a bad day. That's just bad personality.
Right, it's a personality trait of hers, and I want to back up into that. So I want you to walk me through that. You say that she would go to friends of his houses, and then she would have nasty things to say, sort of nasty, judgmental things to say.
Yeah. Like, and some of the friends were very well off. I mean, very nice houses, very, very well off. And it was like, oh, you have just cute little skinny home. And it's like, honey, this house is not tiny. Like, and oh, look at these decorations. They're so quaint. Isn't that just special? Yeah. And I mean, oh, we're having that for dinner. You fixed me that. Well, I don't like that. And I mean, so the one night that left because she refused to eat the food that the girl had fixed. And I mean, I'm Southern, you eat it anyways, even if you don't like it, and you're just like, oh wow, that was really nice, thank you.
Yeah, you just be polite. You just be polite, and and I want to bear with me for a minute here. I want to interject here, and do you remember the story that I told that came to me from somebody at her engagement party? This person came to me and told me that Shanann became outraged with them following the engagement party because this person didn't tell Shanann how beautiful she looked. Does that sound?
Yeah.
Does that sound like Shanann?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised.
No, when somebody asked me the other day about her, and I was like, if you watch Real Housewives of New Jersey, Danielle Staub, recently when she was getting married, and it was like everything was about her, and who's going to tell me I'm beautiful today? That was her. Like,
wow.
Wow. It was that personality.
Wow. Now, did you notice